Hey everyone, welcome back to the Spiritual Social. I'm Lexi, your local lightworker, and it gives me great joy to prepare another pick a card reading for you. It's midnight where I find myself in the world and I just couldn't sleep. I thought I would do a collective reading for you guys on a romantic topic because during these difficult, transitional, chaotic, uncertain times, romance and love has the power to place us in a very nice, comfortable space of escapism and daydreaming, which is very nurturing to the heart, okay? So it's a joy. It's truly a joy to have you here. I know that there is a lot of collective fear, and I do feel that we could combat this collective fear with the power of our imagination and with the power of love. So this reading applies to those of you who are already kind of feeling that there might be somebody approaching them, or there might be somebody in their environment that could potentially have a crush on you. And this reading just serves as a nice confirmation. But it could also apply for those of you that are looking to manifest someone new, okay? So keep your hopes high, guys. If you're single like I am, let's keep manifesting, let's keep creating love, and put out those really good vibrations out there into the universe, because they'll only come back to us, okay? So I have 3 figurines for you guys today. I have here for group 1, Cupid. This is a tiny statue of Cupid with a diamond heart. Okay. For group 2, I have a tiny figurine of a golden reclining Buddha that is praying. And for group 3, we have the goddess Venus, or Aphrodite as she is known by her Greek name, emerging out of the sea foam. Okay, so for those of you that like to choose the option as they have all of the options in front of them, these are the statues. Great, so if you've made your choice, I'll move on to your pile. So exciting. I pre-shuffle the cards so I can just go straight into understanding your person's energy. I'm already feeling like for group 1, there is a sense of lightness, airiness. This is a person that is quite communicative, but they might not talk so much to you, but they do love to exchange information. So let's see what cards you got. Who wants to shower you in kisses? Rigid. This is somebody highly intelligent that comes across as if they have a chip on their shoulder. They could sometimes engage you in debates or argumentative conversations just because they want to see how you think. This is somebody as well that could want to test you. So they might try to throw you little curveballs regarding your values. What do you think about people that cheat? What do you think about people that believe in the devil? What do you think about the current elections in the world? You know, this is a person that's really testing your patience, and it's testing your values because they want to know if you are genuinely a good, kind person. This is almost, I'm getting a sense that this person is a little bit of a non-believer, a person that doesn't have that much faith in life or in people. So they play these to a certain extent unconscious games where they test people just to see if it's safe enough to trust them. High Priestess of Spirit. In spite of the fact that they come across quite rigid, quite dark, quite brooding, this person is actually on the inside very soulful. They are, with the High Priestess of Spirit here, Spirit is the, how should I say, it's the highest soul vibration, right? It's the pure way in which we communicate with something divine, something that is larger than our bodily incarnation. So with the High Priestess of Spirit, this person is quite soulful, quite tender, quite kind. They do have like a very vulnerable inner core, but I feel like it's that classic case of a diamond in the rough, right? So this person has a very pure, beautiful soul, but they mask it with a cloak of impenetrability. That's what I'm getting, you know? They could play a little bit like they're Batman, you know, like a very dark, very brooding, very stoic. They could even have muscles. So it's kind of, they work on their body because their body is their armor. So they would have what Eckhart Tolle would say is a very well-developed body armor. Maybe this person has been through a lot of things. I think that they have a very complicated life story, a very kind of twisted childhood tale, but that it doesn't mean that this corrupted their heart. That's what I was trying to say. So it just means that this person tends to analyze the situation almost to the point of, you know, killing it with overthinking, because they are very protective of who they give their heart to. Mars force, yeah. So already I was getting this kind of intuitive insight that this person is quite well developed, quite well built. This person could have had a background in the military, could have had to train towards collective group sports, or they had a very like strict athletic regime as they were growing up. This person could have been a musician as well, so from a very young age, or a dancer. It's kind of like I'm getting the sense of physical discipline and constant training of their stamina, mental, physical, and spiritual. So this person didn't have much of a fun, relaxing time when they were growing up, and this is part of their kind of rigid demeanor. They understand that discipline gets you success in life and helps you earn a lot of money and social status, and well, it makes you be more popular and more liked by other people. And they put a lot of their attachment to these kind of social aspects that are adored by many, because it gives them a sense of safety. They feel that they have a very pure heart, but they are inwardly quite insecure, mostly because they haven't been accepted for who it is that they really were, or they feel that they haven't been accepted for who it is that they really were when they were young. It's like they always had to train, they always had to be better, to be perfect, to compete, to win, to get great results, you know, whether this was in a dancing competition or an athletic competition or in the military or a musical, I don't know, symphony, so on and so forth. So they had to always perform and outperform their peers. That's kind of what I'm getting, okay? So this person is very quite aggressive, quite forceful, especially in how they look. They might not be like this when you're intimate with them, but they look very intimidating, okay? And this person could also be an Aries, or have a moon in Aries, or have their sun conjunct their Mars. I'm hearing also conjunct their Pluto, which will give them indomitable strength. Like, poof, do not mess with a person that has these characteristics in their chart. But I think that you have if you're here, or you will if you're trying to manifest this person. So we have here arrow, and the message that it says here is surround yourself with protective energy. This person will go to the end of the earth to fight for you. They are ultra protective. I'm getting a sense that this is the kind of person that, especially if you're a woman and you're petite, they could just pick you up and put you on their shoulder. If you're struggling, or if you're arguing with them about something, it's like they put their foot on the ground and they just can manhandle you, you know, if you're being too out there, if you're being too loud or too argumentative or too combative with them, they can just like physically resort to picking you up and putting them on their backs. You know, they have very strong shoulders, and they can get very physical, but not in an aggressive way. I don't think this person wants to, you know, they're not a domestic violence perpetrator, because as I said, this person has a very pure heart, right? But they are very much like they don't understand erratic displays of emotions, because they weren't allowed to be emotional when they were growing up. So they understand that a situation needs to be somehow contained, controlled, you know. So if you are being over dramatic, or if you are criticizing them too much, then they might actually, you know, if you have an argument on chat, they might all of a sudden stop chatting and, you know, drive towards your place so they can see you, so they can touch you, so they can kiss you, so they can tell you that everything is okay. You know, it's much better if we're physically close to each other, because then there will be no misunderstanding. Or if you're out in public in a space and you're having an argument, this person might just genuinely like pick you up and hug you, or put you on their back or on their shoulders, or slap you over their shoulder and carry you home, you know. I think that this person, whenever they're happy as well, they express their happiness by picking you up and twirling you, you know, like I have this sense, you know, like I'm also seeing a person carrying you over the threshold on your wedding night. So yeah, they could have a slightly traditional streak as well. I'm getting a sense of like I get this archetype sometimes interfering in my readings, this gentle giant kind of mentality. This person could be very tall as well. So we have your flashover, it's all in your head. I feel like this person could suffer from a little bit, like they might have some inner demons, in the sense that from time to time they could go through these bouts of darkness and depression due to some things that have happened to them in the past, but they will not communicate to you about what has happened exactly. It will feel like when you try to talk to them about their past, it will almost feel like you're trying to pull teeth out of somebody, you know. That's kind of the equivalent. It will feel so hard and painful. I'm getting a moon in Capricorn energy as well, and as I said this, almost like my throat clenched. So yeah, this person will not talk about their emotions. They prefer to act on them. Like maybe if you guys have an argument, they won't necessarily come and say I'm sorry, but they will kiss you, you know. They will hold you in their strong arms and you will feel safe. Or they will go out and then they'll come home with a ring or a bouquet of flowers, or they'll give you a card that says already, it's printed on it, and it says I'm sorry or thank you. They won't necessarily say it. I think that this person could suffer a little bit from some like, okay, this is really specific and strange, but I'm just gonna say they could have, so for some of you, they could have some narcoleptic moments. They could suffer from insomnia. They could have some sleep disturbances. Maybe while they will be in the bed with you, they might twist and turn because they might have nightmares, or they might have some problems sleeping. That's kind of what I'm getting. But with your kind and gentle, compassionate heart, you can help them overcome that. So I do feel that you're going to be a very soothing and calm influence on them. Then we have the World. I have the feeling that this person is going to really enjoy traveling with you. They might want to book flights on the spur of a whim, you know. From time to time, they might go like, oh, you know, I bought us 2 tickets. We're going to Rome. Or if you guys are inside the house and you're having a bit of a cabin fever, they might just want to pull up the car and, you know, pick you up and put you into the car, and then you could drive some place where you can be in nature. You might want to put a blanket on top of your car and look up at the stars. That's kind of what I'm getting, you know. Or maybe you might visit old churches, or I'm getting a sense of what is the word in English for that? It's like the catacombs of old places, you know, not necessarily catacombs, but like the derelict houses, derelict mansions, things like that. You guys love to explore, you love to discover, and I think that you also love to imagine what would it be like if you guys lived in such a place, okay? I do think that you guys will be very DIY, so if you manage to purchase a home together, which I see you doing this person is going to help you like put the nails and put floorboards and create drawers and desks and, you know, make wooden chests and help you equip the kitchen and the bathroom. They're a know-it-all in terms of physical manual labor, and they take great pride in achieving these things around the house, you know. And I think that they will respect your feminine touch. Like they will allow you to just like decorate whatever crazy colors you want, as long as you give them manageable, practical tasks like you know, install a bathroom seat or install a shower cabin, but you will choose the colors and you will choose the patterns and the decorations, you know. So it's gonna be like a really beautiful teamwork energy that I'm getting through. I feel like you're gonna feel so happy. I feel like an inner sense of warmth coursing through my body. So I feel like for some of you, when you're hearing this, it sounds like, wow, this is my ideal guy. And I do think that this guy is gonna be like, it's gonna prove his love to you by being there and by doing things for you. So this is the kind of person that you should watch their actions and not their words so much. Okay, I also wanted to pull an enchanted, an erotic enchantment card. Wow, and all of a sudden the color changed. Woof! What was that? Yeah, I feel like this person will light you up. When you all have sex, this person will light you up. You will feel like you're transformed. They will really like to touch you. So physical touch is so important for them. I'm getting Sun in Taurus as well. So I got a couple of astrological signs: Moon in Capricorn, potentially Sun in Taurus, or Mars in Taurus, or Venus in Taurus. I also got Mars Sun, or Sun conjunct Mars, or Sun conjunct Mars and Pluto. These could be any of these combinations, okay? But this is quite a traditional, quite manly guy. He's like brimming with testosterone, you know, and it's kind of like that classic kind of definition of masculinity where he's like talking very little, but he likes to do stuff. He's quite well developed. Yeah, and he's like showing his love for you through his actions, right? It's a bit strange, but yeah, I feel that this person could also, you could meet this person as you are, I'm hearing hardware store. You could meet them as you're buying something in the hardware store. They could work there. You could meet them through a friend of your parents, as you're inviting someone for dinner. I'm seeing that you guys might meet through another person, like there is an intermediary that might help facilitate this connection. And the last card that we have is Sahakiel. Yeah, there could be like, you might meet this person as you're trying to provide a communicative service to them. So from your end, you could be the one that is trying to kind of provide some customer relations to them or some services. You are definitely the one that is more communicative in this relationship, the one that possibly prefers to read and write and enjoy, and you know, you enjoy communications, you enjoy keeping in touch with relatives and friends, and you craft very beautiful texts. You know how to express yourself and especially your emotions much better in words than this person can. This person is more of a touchy grabby kind of person. Touchy grabby, okay, we're inventing words on my channel, you guys are familiar with that. So this is the person who wants to shower you in kisses. I feel like this person, for a lot of you, I'm getting the sense you are going to meet this person. You don't know them already, but I have a feeling they're gonna be so attracted to you. I mean, with the World and the Flashover card, yeah, and you might end up marrying this person as well. Okay, so that's what I had for you, group one. I really hoped you enjoyed it. Yeah, it felt a little bit like the energy was a bit... But hey, I hope you found something meaningful and interesting in this reading, and hope to see you in my next one. Okay, so group two. Let me drink a bit of water. My big ass bottle. Okay, so group two, hello guys. So this is for those of you that were drawn to the Buddha. Such a peaceful pose. So let's find out who wants to shower you in kisses. A person that you have put a lot of work in this connection, and finally it is manifesting, finally it is coming through. So this is a connection that when it will appear in your life, or when it will reappear in your life, if you've been waiting for this person, as I feel like the majority of you have, it will blow your mind that this has actually panned out, that this is working out. You want success with this person, you want victory, and I feel that you are the one that magnetized this person into your life. So yeah, I feel like you're a very attractive person, but let's see more cards for that. It's a victory nonetheless. Congratulations, success. Yeah. So belonging, house of the night. I'm not sure why, but I heard Aquarius. So Aquarius, potentially, I'm getting like Leo. Maybe this is an opposites attract kind of situation. And I keep touching the back of my neck. This person could have said something that was, it made you feel a little bit ashamed or uncomfortable or embarrassed, but they're coming back, and they're coming back in full form. And I feel like there was a very beautiful connection that established itself between the two of you. But for some reason, yeah, there's definitely a timeline with you guys. So you already know this person, the majority of you that chose pile 2. This speaks to me of a reconciliation, of having victory with somebody from your past that underwent a little bit of a dark night of the soul. And now they're coming back, and it's like, I'm getting a sense that as soon as Saturn is going to leave Capricorn and enter Aquarius, and Jupiter is going to do the same feast. By the way, these two planets are changing the signs in the same week. So yeah, first week of December, woo, it's going to be interesting. But I have the feeling as soon as that karma is released and the energy is shifting, there will be some, like a really watershed moment between the two of you. Feelings will be confessed, emotions will splurge up. You will finally tell this person that you love them. They will finally tell you that they love you. Or you will see each other after a long period of time where there was no contact, there was a ghosting situation. The Sun, yeah, so I was getting a Leo energy. So this person could be a Leo, a Moon in Leo, a Leo ascendant. I'm also getting Leo Mars, okay? So part of the reason why this person kept away from you is that they were licking their wounded pride. But I feel like now they're coming to lick your lips, if you know what I mean. So yeah, they do want to unleash like a deluge of kisses over you. I feel like this is the kind of person that is very playful, that when they kiss you, they hold your head in their hands. And they just like, they kiss your forehead, and they kiss your eyelids, and they kiss your nose, and they kiss the corners of your mouth, and then they kiss you very passionately on your lips. They might even bite your lower lip, and they might like linger on it. Yeah, so I feel that this person is very, I wasn't getting such kissy vibes with the first group, but with your group, this is a very sensual, playful, child at heart kind of person, even though on the outside they might look like, I'm ready to go into combat, you know. That's kind of the energy that they might project, like I'm the best, you know. But inside, once you get them, you know, naked and playful in bed, they might laugh a lot from the heart, like I'm getting this really loud laugh, and they might be very like they might role play with you, you know, like pretending like you guys are in a cat and dog kind of scenario, you know, or cat and mouse, or pretending like you two are some felines in the savannah circling each other, you know, like they're very, very playful. I'm getting a sense that this person might also enjoy being intimate with you and wearing onesies. Yeah, so they love costumes, they love decoration, they love artistry and being somebody different. Yeah, they love putting on a show as well. This person loves going to parties and celebrating festivities, you know. So for example, I don't know, Mardi Gras or Halloween, anything that is jolly and interesting and kind of involves some sort of costuming or some sort of glitter or flowers, or yeah, joyful street dances. And then we have here, talk about this, Medicine Mother. I'm kind of getting a sense that this person could be mixed race for some of you, or they could have parents of mixed race and they are like a métis or a mulatto, or they just look very unique, you know. Personally, I think that people that come from parents of different cultural and racial heritages are some of the most beautiful people in the world, because it's like you get the best of both worlds, and the result always looks highly unique, rather than if you just have people coupling in the same racial group or in the same cultural background, right? So I think this person is gonna really like catch your eye with how unique they are, or they already caught your eye if this is a situation that, as I saw in the beginning, it's returning to be continued. So they could have something quite, I don't want to say exotic, because I don't want to exoticize this person, but they might have something that is very personal only to them, and you think that nobody else in the world has that. Maybe they might wear rings, or they might have some sort of really interesting jewelry, like maybe some ancestral feathers or tattoos or scars, marks on their skin. Maybe they were born with a really interesting birthmark. I'm hearing that some of them could have like a part of their hair is discolored, like they could have a spot, a white piece of hair, or they could have something on there, because I touched my eyebrow, they could have a really jagged eyebrow because they had an accident when they were little, or there is something quite unique about them, and they have a specific mark that you can identify them by. And this is a person that is also really intuitive. So even if they might work in a profession that is very research-based or rational, this person has some sort of like ancestral knowledge, like they know how to use herbal medicines to heal spiritual and physical wounds, or they had a mother that was dabbling in the arts, you know, or a grandmother, and they were taught how to use ointments or to create their own gels or essential oils, mixtures or incense. This person could also cultivate marijuana and other hemp, you know, or herbs. They could create their own herbal garden. And I think that that makes them very attractive and popular with the opposite sex as well, especially if this is a man. So we have here protection, number 26. And it says here, set personal boundaries. So I have the feeling this person is going to make you feel, no matter your shape, size, and the manner in which you like to identify yourself and your femininity, this person is going to make you feel like a princess. I don't know why. I have the feeling like they will make you feel like you're vulnerable and soft and deeply feminine. Mostly because they could come across as your perfect counterpart, you know, they could be quite masculine looking when they sit next to you, you know, or they could look a little bit exotic or well-traveled or experienced, you know, they might be very tanned, or like they look as if they just came from a trip in Papua New Guinea, you know, and they kind of bring some sort of worldliness around you. And especially if you guys, when you're sitting together, I feel like you look super attractive because you both look very unique. You might have a really interesting hairdo and really long dark hair, and this person loves that about you. I feel that you embody a very dark sense of femininity, and I do feel that this person is quite protective, but it's not the protection in terms of, oh, my man is so strong and he can beat other people up, you know. No, this is kind of like spiritual protection. I feel that not many people fuck with this person because they are a little bit witchy, yeah. So they could have that star seed potential, that kind of like witchiness quality about them, which kind of makes people a little bit intimidated. It's like, oh, I don't want to be on this person's bad side because they might hex me, you know. Who knows what this person might do with their herbs that they're cultivating in the garden. So yeah, it's kind of like some sort of soft spiritual power that this guy projects, and it will be extended to you when you guys will be together. And I think that's part of the appeal. That's part of the reason why you feel attracted to him. Then we have the Nine of Wands, and you see the Tiger. This person could be born in the year of the Tiger, 1986 for some of you. I'm getting the sense here that this person is very passionate. As I said, they're very playful in bed. They might like to scratch your back as you guys are having sex. They might even bite your lip. I'm getting a sense that this person really likes to play, or will like to play with your lower lip especially. They might like to pull it, you know. I feel that they want to kiss you until you become a little bit sore. And they might have a beard, and they could also, like, from time to time, because you guys are kissing so much and for so long, you know, they might actually scratch your cheeks a little bit. But to them, that's a sign of like, hey, 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 I marked you, you know, you're mine, I marked my territory. So make sure to hydrate quite well when you're around this person if you don't want to be bruised or scarred by love, right? So we also have here, I pulled an erotic enchanted oracle card for you. So we have here fusion from behind. I feel like no matter if you're like together with this person or not, this person is always by your side somehow. It's like you always feel them behind you. This could be in a sexual way, so this could be the person's preferred way of taking you, but I see this card more as a spiritual interpretation for some reason, because you have a very spiritual person here. So I feel that this person kind of feels like my shamanic spirit is always with you even when we are apart, or something like that. Like they understand the 5D. They love looking up at the stars. They understand, they can actually name some of the stars in the constellations. They're very good at that. They are, if they are a man, they're a man that really gets spirituality and astrology. And I mean, from my own experience, what I can say is like, those are the sexiest men ever, right? Men who are in touch with their feminine side, men who are artistic, men who are spiritual. Ooh, mama. If you found yourself someone like this, you're so lucky. Hold on to them. So this person is always by your side. It's always guarding you. You might have the feeling like he's like my guardian angel, you know? So even if you are physically apart from them, you always feel them close to you, you know? And it's such a yummy feeling. I have the feeling that you always feel protected, you know? And it's such a like, it's like, you know, nobody can mess with you if you are together with this person. And it's kind of like when you guys are together, you emanate the heat of the sun. And there is a deep sense here. You guys could be in a twin flame. So this could be a twin flame pile if you believe in such a thing. But you're definitely in a very strong spiritual connection with this person. So you belong to each other. You feel like you're two peas in a pod, you know? You could be spiritual, you could be a tarot reader yourself, and you're about to have victory with your person. I have a feeling the full moon in Gemini at the end of November. I'm filming this in November 2020, but take it how it applies. There's a full moon in Gemini each year. So if you see this video in the future, it will be the full moon in Gemini, the next one, the upcoming one from the moment when you see this video. But bringing it back to the time of November 2020, there's a full moon in Gemini at the end of the month. More on that later. And I feel that that will be the moment where two become one, right? Like in the Spice Girls songs, when two become one. Sorry, just gonna zip it. Okay, so the final card that I have for you, it's Netza, endurance. Yeah, so no wonder that the first card is the victory, the congratulations diploma, and the last card in your reading is endurance. So this is the right leg. I always mix them up, left or right. This is the right leg of the tree of life in the Kabbalah. And this represents bearing the burden of the world, but also it's about a thing that stands the test of time. So commitment. This is a very deep card about commitment, about enduring something, not necessarily because you enjoy the pain or you like to suffer, but it's about you have so much faith that it's going to work out, that nothing can shake you. And no matter how hard the burden is, you keep your perfect balance, because inner faith is keeping you upright. It's kind of like this energetic kundalini energy, right, through your body that kind of activates your backbone and helps you stand tall even as the weight of the world is crushing on your shoulders. This is Netza, okay? So this is really beautiful because I don't know, I just see you guys being super happy in the arms of your lover. This is a spiritual connection that you put a lot of work in. It's coming together. If you're in a twin flame connection, you are about to have a union moment, or a union that could take for longer. It all depends where you are in the twin flame journey. But if this is just a person that just wants to shower you in kisses, this moment is coming up pretty soon. And oh, you're gonna be a while. So schedule a night. You know, if this person wants to see you, how should I put it into words? If this person messages you that they want to come over and talk to you, try not to plan a lot for the next morning, because you might spend the whole night hissing and talking and celebrating the fact that you guys are together. Okay, that's what I meant to say. Wow, beautiful reading. So lucky, group 2. I wish you the best. I hope this comes true. Thank you for listening and hope to see you in my next one. Bye. Okay, and now we are down to our final pile, pile 3. So drink some water. Pile 3, usually I have to admit, my strongest pile is pile 1. That's when I press play on the recording and I have the most energy. By the time I reach group 3, usually my energy is depleted, but not tonight. something really interesting. I actually feel like even my hair got more volume all of a sudden. So I feel like there is a shift in the winds. This is for those of you that chose beautiful goddess Venus, right? So your life, I feel, is about to be infused with more pleasure. So let's see what cards we have. Who wants to shower you in kisses? Somebody you've been calling in, summoning. I'm getting a very distinct feeling that a lot of tarot readers or astrologers or witches might pick this pile or might pick this whole reading, because there was a very deep spiritual connection in group 2, if you want to go and listen to that as well. But coming back to your energy, I feel like you guys are white witches, light workers, star seeds. You're part of a very distinct group of spiritual beings, ones that are awakened and aware of your occult identity. And I feel like you've been maybe even casting some spells. You've been manifesting. You've been working with the phenomenal lunar energy of 2020. It's like so many energetic shifts and portals have been opening up this year, and you were there. You were, you know, you were awake, you were aware, and you were like writing love letters and burning incense and doing your yoga and breathing in and breathing out, you know, and meditating and doing acts of service, spreading out the love. And I have a feeling, whether you did it consciously or not, you are manifesting this person. You're manifesting, I don't know why I'm hearing this, but it feels as if you guys were pulling in a juggernaut, right? So the spiritual equivalent of a juggernaut is coming your way in terms of love. Yeah? Yeah. This is such a weird metaphor, but there you go. So somebody you've been summoning is coming your way. This is the person that wants to... Oh my goodness. We have the wishing card. Yes, wishing and summoning. This is a wish come true. So the person that wants to shower you in kisses is exactly the person you have imagined to be by your side. I have a feeling some of you are laughing at this point, because some of you might be having celebrity crushes and you're thinking, yeah, right, Lexi, I'm gonna get together with, I don't know, Henry Cavill. He seemed to be like quite popular this year, right? It might be somebody that is very like him, because, you know, with celebrity crushes, the thing is that no matter how they look, we tend to project very personal relationships with that actor. That's what we do. We project our fantasies on them. And a very popular actor or actress, one that is beloved by many, is one that is able to fulfill the fantasies of a lot of us by just saying very little about their personal life, right? So we can just project our own fantasies on them. So even if it's the same man, let's say, following the example of Henry Cavill, let's say you might like him, somebody else might like him, another person might like him. Each of these three people will have very distinct relationships with that celebrity crush, because they would each want to be kissed and touched and held and romanced in specific ways. I hope this makes sense, right? So even if it's a celebrity crush that you have in mind at the moment, and I felt really inspired to say this, so I think this applies for some of you out there, it will be a person that you've been summoning and wishing that is very similar to the celebrity you had in mind. But ultimately, it will still be your fantasy and your creation, even if you slapped Henry Cavill's face to the person in your fantasies that is romancing you. I hope that makes sense, okay? God, I hope that makes sense. Sometimes I feel like, you know. Okay, so, oh, beautiful, Chiron, healing. Oh, I'm getting such a high vibe group with you guys. I don't know what's been happening. I think my channel has been attracting higher order people for some reason lately, and I'm really, really happy to have you guys. So I have the feeling that this is an empowering connection. This person, when they shower you with kisses, they do it because they want to heal you. They want to heal your broken heart. They want to mend your trust in the world. I feel like this person, when they kiss you, so they come very close to you, and then they pull your hand and they put it on their chest as they're kissing you, or they put their hand on your chest. So there's this thing where both your hands need to touch as your lips are touching. This person could have Chiron in Gemini, so they could be born at the end of the 80s or even further than that. I think it was also in the 70s we had Chiron and Gemini, if I'm not mistaken. I might be overstepping. I don't want to give you false information. This person could have Chiron and Gemini. It's a person that, as I said, they heal others through their hands. There is something about their hands that is supremely coordinated with what they want to do to your mouth, if that makes sense. And I think this also applies to, you know, fingering during lovemaking, especially to give you pleasure and to set you in the mood, right? So we have here as well the High Priestess. This person is very in tune with their feminine essence. I feel like they could be quite remote and aloof from time to time, especially when they have to process their emotions. When something difficult has happened in their life, they might retreat. This person could have a cat, a black cat. It doesn't have to be a black cat, but they could have a cat. They could be Mr. Cat if they are a guy. But there is a sense here that harnessing your mystical power, this person could have some healing capacities that I think the majority of them, they are not aware of the fact that they can heal people with their hands. So they would be excellent massage therapists, for example, Reiki energy healers, or I'm hearing like they could work with victims of abuse or children that have been abused, and they can heal them. You know, they can provide a safe, comforting space where both through how they speak and through how they hold them, they instill a sense of emotional stability in them. And I think they will want to do the same when they will kiss you, right? So there is a sense here of, you can count on me, you can rely on me, I've got you, right? Really beautiful. Okay, so the Erotic Enchantment Oracle card that I have for you is Exploring. And it says here something different. What was I saying about the hands, guys, right? Oof. So I think this image speaks for itself. I'm not sure how much I can interpret it. But I would say that this person could have tattoos. They could have tattoos. They could wear some really interesting rings on their fingers as well, or bracelets. They could have some of those band bracelets that shows that they've been to certain festivals, or they could have like a bracelet that protects them from evil eye curses, or something that their mother has given to them to protect them, or somebody significant in their life. With Exploring, I feel like this person is really gonna be quite I'm getting physical and sensual as they're touching you, as they're kissing you, and I think they're gonna spend a lot of time on foreplay. So yeah, it might be quite spontaneous how they decide to kiss you. I'm getting, for some of you, they might just randomly kiss you in the supermarket, and it will be a very sensual, very healing kiss, you know, where you might actually have an outbreak, like you might have an emotional outburst, and this person is gonna quiet you down by kissing you, you know, something like that. But I think in intimacy as well, and I'm so drawn to this butterfly or moth image. Yeah, this person is gonna help you change some things in your life, some things that are no longer good for you. They might help you let go of toxic partners. Yeah, and I'm also like, do you see the eyes? Yeah, such a fascinating card. The eyes as well, yeah. The eyes on the hands. It's almost as if this person in the dark, they can see you by touching you. Ooh. Okay, this is very specific and unique. It's the first time I'm hearing something like this. Some of you could be together with a person that's blind or partially blind. So the way in which they communicate is through physical touch. So they need to touch you because they can't see you very well. They might have some visual defect, you know, they might be wearing glasses with like some attachments to them, maybe an eye patch, or they could be on the brink of losing their eyesight. So interesting. Wow, this is the first time I'm hearing something like this. Okay. This person kind of again, it's the hands, right? And the, oh, wow, it's such a strong hand kind of imagery, and butterflies as well. So this person could have some planets in Pisces. That's why I think that they're supremely healing, or at least you perceive them as supremely healing. They could be slightly older than you as well. This person is a person that has worked very much in their life, and they are quite established by the time you meet them, or if you have already met them. It could be that for some of you, this person could be quite older than you, and you might need to take care of them. This is such a weird twist. Okay, this reading went into a completely different territory, but it would explain the eyesight issues, right? But they do have this kind of paternal energy. I feel like you can rely on them. They are healing your inner child, and you are offering them a lot of feelings of, I can explore with this person, I can have fun with this person, I can feel more youthful, and I can heal this person, while this person at the same time is giving me a renewed faith in life. It's a deeply healing relationship, deeply healing. Interesting. What have you guys been manifesting? Okay, we have Hex. Be still and allow the enemy to reveal itself. This is a relationship that will slowly develop in time, and it will follow certain steps. Again, there is a sense that you might be blinded by love in this connection. You see, she has this armor on her head and she cannot see. There is this thing about eyes here. This person could have very beautiful eyes. So if this scenario with a person that could be going partially blind doesn't apply to you, I think that this blindness is metaphorical. I feel like you will be so smitten with this person, especially if you have manifested them. Yeah, summoning and wishing for the one. The Emperor is here to claim you as their Empress, right? And I feel that with Hex here, you could be blinded by this love, right? You could be so smitten with this person that you can't see anything else around you. But I do feel that there is nothing to worry about this. There is no negativity that I'm perceiving from this, even though this card usually, when it appears, it does provoke a spike in my anxiety, right? But not in this case. There are too many healing, supportive cards. I mean, we have Chiron, we have the High Priestess, we have summoning. There is like this beautiful protective energy around you. And I do think that this speaks more about being so blinded by this person's love that you forget about other things, And I would encourage you, if it's been a while since you had love, or if this is the first time you fall in love with the person you created and manifested, just go with it, just experience it, allow yourself to be, to go fully to the end of that feeling and experience it and allow it to consume you, because every relationship has certain phases, and the passionate phase is one of the most intense, and the memories that you build during that passionate phase of your romantic connection are going to help you during the low moments, right, that you will have in a connection. Every connection has ups and downs. It's natural. You go through cycles when you're closer or more apart, when you're super interested and super intimate, and then you're kind of drifting a little bit because other things take priority. So in those moments when you guys are drifting, the memories of your passionate period are going to bring you guys back together, okay? So enjoy those, go fully to the depths of that feeling. You're gonna love it. And the final card that I have for you, group 3, is the Eternal Servitor. This is the Ancient Wonder, and the keywords are hope, incompleteness, and yearning. I think that you've been wanting this person for such a long time. This person is gonna also, when they appear in your life, it's kind of like they're gonna see you as their pearl. I think there was a movie in the 60s called David and Lisa, and there was a line in that movie in which he says, you're a pearl of a girl. That's kind of what I'm hearing. So yeah. And also in that movie, it was interesting because it was about two young people that were kind of broken. They had some mental health issues, but nonetheless they fell in love. So I'm not sure what I'm channeling here, but you guys could have been through a lot. You could have healed personally on your own. And I'm happy to say that if you've been manifesting a partner, it's coming. And this partner is going to be deeply, deeply healing to you. I mean, and they're going to want to please you. They're going to want to be by your side to serve you as well. This person is very service oriented, or they could have people that work for them to help them with whatever. Maybe they have a disability, you know, and they have people, they have a social support system, social workers that are helping them. And in which case it means that when you will appear in their life and they will appear in your life, it's kind of like you will strengthen that protection and that support. And I see that you guys are really loved by the divine and you're really protected, right? And you could be having some eyesight issues as well, you know, but I do feel that overall this is your emperor and you are a very witchy presence as well. You managed to manifest your perfect counterpart, and even though you guys might have imperfections, I'm sure that a lot of you might feel like, wow, Lexi, what is this? What are you channeling here? But you know, people are imperfect and that's what makes them beautiful. And to be honest, guys, some of the kindest, most touching people that I've met in the world have some sort of quirk about them, or they have a disability, or they're struggling with some sort of issue. So I feel that, you know, your compassion and this connection is gonna go poof off the charts, and you're just gonna fall madly in love with each other, but in a very quiet, tender way, healing each other, supporting one another. It's so beautiful. I kind of feel like crying a little bit. This is really, really beautiful. So no matter what personal issues you guys are dealing with, when you come together, you're going to be stronger by that. And you're no longer going to feel like I'm alone in the world, you know? It's very, very sweet. Super sweet. So on this really sweet and healing note, I'm going to leave you here, guys. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this resonated for some of you out there. Yeah, you did choose the Goddess Venus group, so a lot of beautiful, beautiful, deeply felt love is going to come into your life, okay? Sending you so much light.